Hi guys, this is Rosa Kelly, and today I am so super excited to share with you my newest project, which is, as you can see, a haunted house, and it's a configuration box, and it's a mini album, and it has some pop-up elements, so I just love it. I had so much fun creating this project, and I hope you guys like it and get some inspiration. So the for the box I use these from Recollections box. I think it's called a Halloween box or something, All Hallows Eve, and I use all kinds of different like charms. What do you call that? They're actually like for necklaces, and everything is basically mostly from Michaels. The castle I hand drew on the chipboard, and I cut it all out, so I didn't use like a template because I basically wanted it to fit the size of the configuration box. So I'm just so excited how it turned out. And so on the back over there you see the moon and the witch, and that is from Martha Stewart's. So up here on the back of the castle, I have some flowers, and these are metal flowers, and I glue everything using E6000, the super strong glue. And over here I have another one, and then I added some of these pretty trim up here, and it's so shiny. And here there is a gargoyle that I think it's a gargoyle, but it's like a skeleton face looking. And I got that one, of course, also at Michael's. Up on the top here, I have this super pretty lace with some trim beading on it. So it was super cute, elegant. So I wanted my house to be very Victorian. It's a very Victorian looking house. And so up here, I have a little bat. And then I put in the center this little rhinestone. On the background you can see, I don't know if you can see there, but there is a spider on the wall, and there's this boo, and then there's a little bottle, and then in here I have two skeleton skulls, and I have these spiders all over, so you will see those. On this side, I'm sorry if it's kind of hard to show. So on that side, I have some skeletons that I received on my challenge. So thank you for that. And then also I have another skeleton bird metal piece, some bottle, a little bottle, some flowers, and a clock, a vintage clock looking thing. Over here, I have this super cute telephone, and it's so antique. So I thought it went really good with this theme here. This little bottle with you see with the skeletons, I was inspired by Rena Myers, and she was doing a bunch of these last year. And so what it is just this little bottle. I put some soap on it, and then I threw the little skeleton skulls on it, and yeah, it looks super cool. And then another vintage clock, cute little heart, and then this tea set I had on my stash, and I just love it. So then I put some different trims in here. Over on this side, the cross on the background, and another skull, the spirit there, and there's another like little plates, and those are theme holes. And then you can see some vintage keys, another little bottle, and there's some tickets that I fold so they can look like books. Okay, so on the bottom here, I have these two pieces that are also from Michael's. They're kind of like miniature, I don't know, what do you call this? Oh, this one's actually from Joann's right here. And this one's from Michael's. But yeah, they're like to use on like a miniature if you want to do like a miniature haunted house or something like that. So that's where I got that from. So this cool looking kind of looks like fish netting I also received on my challenge giveaway, so thank you for that. And then inside there is a perfume bottle, and let me get this out of the base so I can show you the inside here better. So that little door you see I hand drew as well, and I just cut it out, backed it on some black cardstock, and then I give her like three-dimensional, like it's popped out quite a bit. I put a little box under that, and then I added one of my skulls as the doorknob, so I thought it was kind of cute. This is a perfume bottle, another charm. And on this side, on the background there, you see the face of the lady that is kind of looking from the window, and then she turns into a skeleton, so that's kind of cool. And so that is the front. Oh, here I wanted to show you, so as my closure, I use this. It's a necklace. There's two separate pieces. So this necklace was very vintage looking. Also, I picked it up at Michael's. And then this is another charm. And this little guy here, this little owl, opens up, and I can put two little pictures in there. So that's kind of cute. And I also glued this with E6000 because I didn't like how it was moving around there. So yeah, so that's the back, and then some flowers down there. So let me show you how the closure. What I did is I attached it using these brads. So I use that on the back as well because it goes all the way around. And so it's the flower, so you can see the brads holding it there because I don't want this to go up and down. And then here I have a pretty cool Tim Holtz cameo skeleton girl. And then this guy I also picked up at Joann's, and he just hangs in there. It's like a lantern. And then let me show you the wooden base. This is a little tray from Michael's as well. And what I did is I just covered it with paper. I put these cool legs from Tim Holtz, metal pieces. And I put some spiderweb trim and this paper from the collection. And then some trim all around just to dress it up a little bit. And this is a different trim also. So yeah, so let me move my camera and then I'll show you the inside of the album. Okay, so now let me go ahead and open the album. And so, like I say, this opens up with this necklace little closure here. And so, again, so I really had a lot of fun making this album, lots of fun. And it's kind of big, so I'm going to try to show it as best as I can. So over here I have some trim, and I put this pretty trim again on this side. And the little Victorian couch over here is so cute. I printed out from the internet. I just googled like Victorian clock and Victorian couch and like antique chimney, you know, like things like that. So this is a little skull that came with the skeleton that came with the box here. I put some of this tulle to make it look like the carpet, and then I have some lace, ribbon here that has this pink flower design. So I thought it was super cute because you know, it goes with the Victorian theme. And then you can see the pictures on the background that also turn into skeletons. There you go. You can see it right there a little bit maybe. And I love this chandelier. Everything is popped out on foam tape, and then I have some pearls. And this is a metal spiderweb that I backed on some spiderweb because I had this cool spiderweb trim, and then some pom-pom trim and the moon up there. So this page opens up like that for a couple of pictures. Here's a little candelabra, and you can stick something under that. And I love this paper here. So I wanted my album to look like a house. I didn't concentrate too much on the pictures, but I do have some places to kind of like have some pictures, but it's more about, to me, more about the house. So here, this is like the living room. So this is a wooden chair from Michael's that I painted on white, and then I distressed with black. And then here I put some of these cushiony ribbon, so it looks like it's a cushion from the chair. Some spider web, and then I make these curtains over here, and I tied it with some tulle, in, you know, to make it look like the dining room, even though the chair here is a little bit bigger than anything else in the house. Here is a picture of the family that also changes like into skeletons. And more trim up here. So all of these cute little stickers here I got from Michael's as well. So let's move on. Over here I made this envelope accordion pockets, so I can put like little booklets or pictures or things that I want to save. I did not put anything in there yet. And then here's some trim, another trim on the bottom here, and some spider webs. And yeah, so over here I got more trim, and I just love the chandeliers. I embellished the chandeliers with little rhinestones, like to make it more glam. And let's see, so this is a little frame. I think it's Tim Holtz. So I put the skeleton and I did glossy accents inside, so it kind of looks like a mirror, but it's like enchanted kind of mirror. And this is a little room for picture there. So this page is pretty cool because it's a pop-up page. So this, it's a little like at the armoire, and yeah, it kind of pops up. I don't know if you can tell in camera. And over here I have a cameo. This is like the bedroom, and it's so cute. It's red, it's very Victorian looking, and I just used some of this little trim to make it look like into a bed. And this is some red lace, and this is the window. So on the back inside the window, this is a recycle package. And then I have like a sticker of the tree and the owl, and yeah, some spider web, and yeah, some pretty trim up here, and another one of these vintage clocks. And over here there's room for pictures, so this opens like this and it closes with a magnet, but then room for like I think here you can fit 12 pictures here. And then you can fit 10 pictures here if you put the mats that are going to be double-sided. So like I said, I wasn't very much focusing on the pictures, but in the house. So some trim back here and the chandelier that I show you. And I love these metal flowers. These metal flowers are also recollections, I think. It's super, super cute. It was kind of hard to put in here because they keep falling. Because on the back, they barely have any like flat surface, so I had to glue it a couple times. So that's that page. So the next page is the library. So every Victorian house has a library like this. So again, I printed this out on the internet, and I Mod Podge this so it kind of looks like it has texture, but I don't really think you can tell on the video. But I use more of that ribbon here, or what do you call this? Yeah, it's like a ribbon, but it's very fuzzy, so it kind of made it look like a carpet. And again, some more fuzzy trim on the side. On top of the bookcase here, I have two more of those picture frames that change into skeletons. It's kind of hard to tell, but here I have a super cool skull metal piece and some spider web with a little spider in there. So this opens like this for room. Couple pictures there. Here's some pretty trim up there. And this also opens up like that, and this is the witch room. So I love this paper. I think it was called, I don't remember. I have it. I do have it. This is the one that this one, Arsenic and Lace, yes. So I got this paper at Tuesday morning, I think, some time ago. And I just love it. I love the vintage feel to it. So here it's a witch, and this is a Martha Stewart witch. Some lace on the back. She's left open so I can tack some things under, but I didn't want to ruin my witch room here. And here, room for a picture, and a couple more room for a big picture on that one, and more pictures in there. So that's that. Over here, this is the music room. This is the piano room. I love this piano. So what I did is I printed it off the internet, and I printed it a couple times. That way I fuzzy cut the whole piano. I backed it on some foam stickers, and then I fuzzy cut just the keyboard part of the piano, and I backed it on foam stickers. So my piano looks very dimensional, even though I don't know if you can tell, but it does. And then I Mod Podge here with a thick brush, so it looks like the wood has a lot of texture. And yeah, so then I put some two skulls over here, another vintage clock, a candelabra from the paper, some trim, some spider webs, and a cute little spider, well, an ugly little spider, a vintage key over here, and this is just like an iguana walking on the piano because it's just so creepy. This opens up like that, and again I can put a big picture there and another one on that side. The next page is gonna be my favorite. This page is so cool. This is kind of like the coffin of the person who used to live in this house, and he did not want to leave it, so he wanted to be buried in his house. And there he is. And this is kind of funny. It was kind of accidental because you see my skull there. So Ariel was playing with it, and she realized that it wasn't a flexible kind of skeleton. So it kind of broke. If you can tell, the arm, it's broke. So I was gonna put him outside, but then I found this packaging, and I was like, hey, maybe I can put them all in so it won't break somehow. And then I came with the idea of making like into a coffin. Got some red flowers that I inked with black, so they look very like they look like dead flowers. And he's just laying there on his pillow, you know, being all dead cute. And then around this packaging I have some lace, and then some pom-pom trim, and this cool spider web. This is a spider web tool that I have black paper on there, and then the tool on top. And this was from my Prima Doll swap, one of the packaging from Robin, and I reused her tool. That it was so beautiful. So thank you, Robin, for that. Here I have more trim, and then on top of my trim I have this like a rhinestone kind of looking, so it's kind of shiny there. Over here I have that lantern. It's so cool. I love it. It's actually a long stick, so it's not attached. It comes up and down, so it just holds in there. And some pretty trim over there. This is paper from the collection, and this you can actually pull it out for some journaling. And I like this trim here. That is the same that I used up there on the roof. And then so that just tucks in right there because this is an envelope. And then over here I have some pretty trim and a black little bow. And this opens up like this. And this is a haunted house. It's a pop-up page. It's really cool if you're from down this angle, but I just love these pop-up elements. I did an album like this last year that had a little bit of pop-up too, so these are super cool, especially for Halloween. So this is the spider web little trim, and then I can tuck this cool little paper for journaling right there. And I was thinking maybe room for a picture here. And on this side I have this card that says enter if you dare, and this actually it's an accordion place for a bunch of pictures, because as you can see I don't have a lot of room for pictures, so I wanted to include some room for picture, not too much, but I like it. So I love this piece. So like I say, so this piece from Joann's again, so I love it. So it just tucks in right there, and it won't go anywhere. So that is my haunted house, Victorian haunted house mini album. I wanted to make it look like a house, so it was kind of challenging to find the embellishments because everything was too big or too cartoonish. So I had lots of fun, lots and lots of fun with this album. So I hope you guys like it and were inspired. And yep, I want to thank you so much for watching. And I'm gonna put some pictures at the end, so stay tuned for the slideshow. And thanks a lot for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.